Hey gang, Matt with Atlas Precision Consulting here. In today's video, we're going to talk about setting buying limits or a purchase approval threshold on individual users. This is not something that you do in buyer ID maintenance. Buyer IDs obviously are used in POs, but they don't really they have no effect on the purchasing limit of a person. That is done at the individual user's maintenance settings. Buyer ID is on here, and all that's going to do is that's just going to default the buyer ID on the PO. You don't have to have one to place a PO, but obviously you have to put one on a PO to place it. What we want to talk is down here. It's this need PO approval. When I check this box, come over here to the left, and you'll see that this PO approval threshold has lit up. So essentially what we can do is if we put, $2,000 on here, what this is telling the system is, hey, any PO below $2,000 can be saved as approved from this user. Anything above that would have to be unapproved, and somebody else would have to come and approve it that has the correct threshold or doesn't have a threshold at all. Now, if I left it at 0, if I change this back to 0, that's essentially saying every PO that this buyer buys, somebody else is going to have to approve. So again, depending on your business process, you could do it this way. So somebody has to come in and review POs before they get placed and actually sent to the vendors. So again, that's just a decision on your part. So I'm just going to put in an amount here, and I'm going to hit save. I'm going to load and come back in and show you what it looks like when we're placing a PO. All right, guys, I now have a PO pulled up here. And you can see down here, my extended price is set at $450. And if you remember, I set my threshold to $500. So if I come in here and let's change this quantity order to $550, just so it pushes me over that $500. Now you'll see it's still approved, but if I go and hit save, it's going to tell me that I don't have enough. And so it marked it as unapproved. You can see this note here. So if I go back and pull that PO back up, you'll see that it has changed it to approved, or excuse me, unapproved. And again, even if I click it and save it, it's not going to allow me to do it. Now, if I come in here and change this down to just below my $500 mark, have it approved and hit save, it'll do it fine, just like normal. So that's how you can control how much individual users can purchase. Stay tuned for more videos on purchase orders and a lot of other things in P21. If you have particular things you want to see, put a comment down below. Make sure you like and subscribe. And as always, Atlas is here for your P21 needs.